Alright, I want to make a quick video about a little Redstone analog integrator, which can also be used as a counter. So I needed a counter that was survival friendly. So instead of building a huge binary circuit, you can instead just build a little integrator. And this just uses these little comparator loops here where you can set a certain analog strength in this loop here, and it'll just get stored forever unless I, for example, I can put one of these comparators in subtraction mode, and then if I subtract away a signal strength of 1, this will slowly decrease till it hits 0. So that's the idea. Is it's one of these circuits, but in addition to this being able to subtract a signal strength like this, I've also added in some circuitry on the other side to allow you to add a signal strength. So now if I put in a signal strength, so I have these analog levers here. This is from a mod, but I'll show vanilla circuitry. So here I can subtract a signal away, and the larger the signal is, the faster it gets subtracted away. You can see we hit 0 here, and then on this side I can add a signal in, so you can see it's increasing here. So this is your adder input and this is your subtractor, and that's the analog integrator at its core. And then you can add some circuitry to this to turn it into a counter. So for the counter, you want to be able to increment or decrement by 1. And so for that, these inputs need to be a signal strength of either 0 if you're not trying to do anything, or a signal strength of 1 if you're trying to increment or decrement this integrator. So this is an example of a switchable signal strength of 1. And you can see when there's a redstone input, it'll output a signal strength of 1. And you can add to that a little monostable circuit here. So this is going to be a rising edge detection that outputs a 3-tick pulse. And so here's a version using the create mod, and here's vanilla Minecraft circuitry. And it's a 3-tick pulse because the loop delay is there's 3 ticks of delay in this loop, and so you want your little signal strength of 1 to appear for 3 ticks, so that everything in this loop all gets incremented by 1, and you don't have like a stray comparator that's slightly lower signal strength than the rest. And same thing with the decrement, you want it to be 3 ticks as well. So when you add all that circuitry in, this is the final counter. So you can see I have this little, again, this is from a mod, but it will show you the signal strength. So right now it says 0. And so if I flip this switch over here, that'll increment to 1. And so if I give it another pulse, you can see it increments to 1, and I could keep doing that. And then over here is the decrement, and you can see it drop down to 1, and it'll drop down to 0. So this is the full circuitry. I'll kind of fly by so you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like. And yeah, and then here's a similar device built using some modded items from the create mod. So here I can decrement, and here I can increment. These are rising edge sensitive. All right, so that's about it.